number 24.
Oh no, man, no.
In the future.
Oh yeah,
I
sure,
already see
sure.
big things for us.
Sure. Anyway, people, this is Unrated with your host, Grims UG, and
of course, you know the Ugandan mulatto right here on STV, and you know what our show is all about: music, crazy interviews.
Oh,
of course,
it's craziness.
no, I said crazy.
You're limiting the crazy. It's craziness, like craziness. Oh, see, we're joking together. No,
craziness is a superlative, if I'm correct. Crazy. So even though I say crazy or craziness,
either way, it's what?
It's Unrated right here on STV. Of course, you know Grimes UG, Ugandan mulatto, and the DJ
Big E,
who unfortunately is skinny as most.
Why did you guys have to do that irony? Why would you call someone Big Eager is like a small I?
It is, as you said, it's ironic.
Big E, no offense.
It's ironic. It's like you meet a girl called Murunji, waburanga si Murunji.
No,
you meet Abdallah, but Abdallah drinks. It's irony.
Of course, well,
Abdallah shouldn't drink.
Who says Muslim? Okay.
Muslims shouldn't drink.
Okay.
Please snitch on them. It's the month of Ramadan. We want to know those
that's
bad
why I don't
weeds.
want to. Yeah. Why do you think that things, I mean, to send a zibula nyomu with the Ramadan? Why? Buzz clothes, buzz lose money. Why? No, why?
Because.
And then there's a Ramadan we gwera yala.
Okay, this is the month of holiness. This is the month to be next to Allah. So during Ramadan, I understand the Muslims that stop doing that. It's good for them. Yes, they stop.
Negative, when they're going to vaccinate, how are you guys going to do it? Because they say when they vaccinate, you have to eat a lot.
No,
I don't know.
No, actually, my parents were recently vaccinated.
Okay.
But it depends. Kati chitange, for him, his side effects weren't that much. He just felt cold, but he could still fast. My mom, it was different. She got feverish, she got what?
Yeah, those actually one of the symptoms. You feel like too much. It's like near COVID. It's like you've literally got
for
COVID.
some reason, she came to me, she was like, Imran, I can't taste anything. I was like, what?
That's the worst, bro. You know, the way, I don't know how tasteless is, but I don't know, is it like water? Galinga mazi.
Water has taste if you think about it.
Why think about it?
No, trust me.
Why would I think about
it? If you drink water from your home and then you go to Big E's home,
you will taste it.
Or if you come to mine, we put cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yes, to give it that extra zen, you know. Cucumbers are known to be agents for body loss, body weight loss, all of that fat loss. So when you take cucumbers, it actually helps. So to all the ladies out there who are busy struggling, losing weight, drink some water with cucumbers. I promise.
But please, before you drink anything with cucumbers and lemon and all that, please remember, men have different tastes. Ogenda fuka katinga, some of us want thick.
Others want
big eye. Anyway, people, we're having one of the major artists straight up from Nigeria right about now. And right about now, as I say, we're going to have one major one. His latest release is History, right?
Yes,
History with...
and most of you may know him as Mr. Zoom Zoom Zoom. Ladies
zoom,
and
zoom,
gentlemen,
zoom.
Check straight
out on
Nigeria.
air from Nigeria. Big boy Check, what's happening, fam?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right. Maybe try to turn up the audio.
Okay, let me try this.
Hello?
You better now?
Yeah, Check.
Can you hear me better now?
Perfect. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, you look fresh, fam. Photos don't lie. You look fresh just like the photos.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, Check, how you doing? How you doing on this fine Saturday evening?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. So, you've just released one of your new songs, History, featuring Fireboy DML. You must be feeling amazing. And we just want to know, what is the story behind that song, History?
Yeah, originally it was directly to the opposite gender. Originally, because of some past relationships the man have been through. So it's like when you love somebody, it's not really reciprocating that kind of love,
Yeah.
and then you feel like when you leave, this person is gonna really miss you, and it's a sad ending. But because I did that, that's originally the story of the song. But then I just decided to generalize it into every human day-to-day activity of what
Yeah.
people can be going through. So that's just trying to climb up, trying to leave the ground, level yourself up.
So check. I noticed through your Twitter that you're so much into trap music, and you're literally looking at making trap music something huge in Nigeria. How about that?
Or it's I'm unpredictable when it comes to my sound. I can I do whatever I wish to do.
Yeah.
But I get this notion, which I've been told a lot, even when I started music, when I was trying to improve myself, that it is impossible, right?
Yeah.
I get this to have a smash hit with trap. Is it impossible to do this? It is impossible to do that. These are the things that drive me the most. This is my strongest driving point. Then I told somebody 2 years ago that, okay, trap hit song in a while in Nigeria, maybe in the past 7, 8 years, no hip hop hit song. I don't know how long. Then I said I was gonna have one, and I was not so good at putting indigenous. I was just strictly English, right?
Yeah.
He said he bet his life on it. That's what the person said. He said, I bet my life on it. I was not happy with that statement because I felt like this same thing that this person told me could have brought me down to the lowest point of my life. Like I could have just given. And I felt like a lot of people in the whole world or in the part of Nigeria anywhere will be told the same thing and their dreams will be killed. Who knows what they could become? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when last year, this person apologized to me, right? So I felt like I needed to start to make a statement where anything is possible. I definitely would do it, and I believe other people could do it, because I feel like some people are just meant to be a trap artist, right?
Yes.
Even if you dive somewhere else, you might not succeed at all. It might be that trap that is your thing, and you are just killing these people's dream. I just feel like let people do whatever they want to do. They can succeed either way. It doesn't have to be one-sided music. That's my whole point.
But you were so specific about trap, and the way you were talking, it looked like you really have a lot in stock for them.
Yeah. I trap, and to me, trap, the involvement of trap is where everybody should be right now. The way trap sounds, the new sound, the evolution of it. This to me is hip hop, but some people might not agree with me. But this is the new hip hop. This is what most popular kind of hip hop right now. So I go to Nigerian charts. I see Lil Dog. I see all these guys.
Yeah.
I love them. Then I come back and I talk to the same people who listen, and they say never tried. I'm always wondering that why do you think you have the right to tell me that I should not try something when you always listen to the same thing? Because I'm just in Nigeria, you don't want to associate. I don't understand why. So I felt like it is extremely possible to be a trap artist and succeed very well in Nigeria. And I bet my money on that, because I see all these other guys on our chat so much. And when I released Zoom and it went up the chart, I was convinced that though I don't do only trap, that when I do my trap, people would listen.
So do you believe that Zoom is the song which helped you make that statement, or there was a song before that?
No, the statement I made was songs that I have not released. That I had songs that I have not released, that these are the songs that I feel like can really give me the upper hand worldwide. But to get people's attention, no matter what genre you're trying to make, at the beginning, you got to be a little bit catchier. You have to be a little bit, it doesn't have to be the best music, honestly. It just has to catch the attention and say, okay, maybe there's something here.
Yeah.
which Zoom did, and that's why I'm ready to that's what I think Zoom did. So.
All right, let's talk about Zoom for a moment because it was your first international hit single. Because even here in Uganda, it was at number 7
really
on our
hitting.
charts. It was everywhere, played in every country, in every bar, in every club you go to. Every party was playing Zoom. I want to know what was the story behind making that song of Zoom. Why exactly did you say bad energy, Zoom, Zoom, Zoom?
Yeah, honestly, my story, I don't. Most of my music don't fall far-fetched from my life.
Yeah.
It's how I came up. It was, if you know anything about Naruto, that's more like my life. I was really cool. I was laughed at. I was like I was the prey. I was the one to pray on. See what I'm saying? I was the one to be laughed at. I was the one to make you feel good that, oh, he's terrible, I'm better than him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was to be laughed at. So easily when I make music with that, and I don't write, so I just take it off the top and just vibe whatever I could get. Easily, because it's my start of big music, it just comes out to fight against all this negativity. You get what I'm saying? It unconsciously fight to all this. And where I'm coming from, people don't really make it, to the maximum like that. You don't see people. I don't know anybody from my hometown who's, you get what I'm saying, who's at the highest level where so it's mostly fighting negativity in my mind, trying to free my mind, trying to free my people, try to believe that things can be possible, no matter how, where you're from.
Okay.
That's
all right. If we were to look at Nigeria right now, as you said, not many people from your hometown make it, but when someone mentions Nigeria from outside, the first thing they picture is Davido, Wizkid, but these are Afrobeat. These are people who are in the Afro swing kind of thing. But hip hop in Nigeria is relatively not as huge as these other genres. What do you have to say about the hip hop scene there?
First of all, I am standing for promotion of, the promoting of the Afro genre, Afrobeat genre.
Yeah.
But the fusion of it is what I want to focus on. Like, the fusion. That's why I like Burna Boy a lot, because there's this fusion. It doesn't have to be the general one. You could fuse it in any way that you like.
Yeah.
That you could pop, you could fuse it. That's what I really want to stand for. Like, letting people really express themselves. To me, it's like bondage. When you make it seem that the whole artist, everybody have to conform to one particular kind of stuff, when you can actually let them be free and express themselves. But music is powerful. You don't know who is touching. Let them express themselves in any way that they want to express themselves. So that's why I feel like the Afro, I'm standing for Afro because this is, Africa to the world. I'm standing for that. But I really want to see the fusion. People doing different kind of stuff and really getting to where they deserve or admire to get to.
Is that the reason why you did History with Fireboy? Because when you listen to it, it's not your ordinary Afro kind of song, because it has some trap elements in it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's nothing they've heard before.
Yeah.
You also know it's weird.
Yeah, I know that when I was going to release it, I knew that it was going to stand out pretty fast because there was nothing like it. There was no one going to be singing like that in a while.
So what are your fellow artists thinking about your style? Mostly those ones that you've made collabos with.
Well, you see, when something is distinct, you don't have a choice. You'll be wondering what is the driving force. I don't know I just go with my vibe. I don't really live on people's opinion anymore. It was back I live on people's opinion. I used to feel terrible about myself. I let all these things make me overthink or put me down, and now let me do the things that life is too short. So whatever you think, I just want to satisfy myself. I have a high taste. The moment I satisfy my taste, which is extremely high for myself, I think I can live with myself from there. So that's my own.
Your career has relatively just started, because started about 2-3 years ago when you started officially rapping or singing, and you have had this meteoric rise that no one has seen before, especially in the hip hop scene or the Afro scene. and your voice is just unique. Do you think that you have any people that inspired that kind of voice?
Oh, okay. The first time I listened to music was definitely in my father's car. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I listened to a lot of. I remember always listening to Bryan Adams in his car, the 50 Cent. He plays a lot of them old schools. Then the first time I personally, apart from listening to Eminem, which is the first rapper I fell on, the first time I ever listened to a singer was Justin Bieber. That was 2010. I traveled away from my hometown. Then I heard a tiny voice. I don't know where I heard it. I just knew I heard a voice. And I was looking for who was that. Then I heard it was my age mate, aunt was the same age mate. I heard, wow. I was not into music then. I was not singing at all or anything like that. I wanted to enter university at that time, 2011. Then I went to a market, sat down there for 5 hours just to get my Word 2.0, Justin Bieber. So definitely Justin Bieber's vocals, the first one, Justin Bieber, yes.
You're one of the first people I've asked who's one of your inspirations, and you mentioned Justin Bieber.
Me too.
No, the vocal, see, listening to music is a very, very important thing, especially me. I don't like to listen. I like to expand my horizon. I like to listen to whatever. Justin Bieber, when it came out, I felt like it was my favorite. It was definitely I'm not gonna hide what I like. So it was, when I came out, it was my favorite singer, and what I was so shocked about, it was like, I think it was how Michael Jackson was to those times. I was shocked about how a young guy was scratching. So I thought of him for at least a year. I had it all over my ears. Justin Bieber the first year.
All right.
Before I fell on Drake.
So, getting off the music bit of it.
Yeah.
This is some weird question, I know, off the record. What, if I'm to ask, what is that specific questions that you can never ask a girl on the first date?
Oh.
Your first date, what are those major questions that you can never ask?
Are you a virgin? Never asked that.
Okay,
Never asked.
That's one. Oh wait, but before you give me another one, don't you think you'd earn yourself a slap for that?
No, I'm a very free person. I would never ask if you're a virgin because
Okay, another one.
I would never ask you about your past relationship on the first date.
Oh, but that's what most people do. That's what most people do.
You have to know their history before you go.
How about maybe she once dated Bigfoot and you didn't know, and maybe you don't.
On the first date, I would never ask that. I would just, on the first date, I go for continence. I see you. I just observe. I don't ask you whatever you've done here. We just talk like a normal person.
Okay.
Like, I know I would, because people could go like this. When you start asking questions, it's when you can get the wrong one. So you don't ask, you don't get the wrong one.
True. You're right. Anyway, so Check, I want to know, what is the song that you feel like listening to at this time as we're winding up?
Right now?
Right now.
History by Cheque and Fireboy. It's a song.
History. Well, spoiler, History has been on our countdown. And yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So give me another one.
Another one. Yeah.
Zoom? I can give you ideas.
Not my song. Pink Sweats at my worst.
Pink Sweats.
Do you know who that is?
Of course we know. To be honest, who doesn't know Pink Sweat? Maybe he doesn't.
No, I do. Yeah.
What's with Kelani?
Okay, so that's what you feel like listening to right now, right?
Pink Sweats at my
Pink
worst.
Sweats. All right. So once again, Check, thank you so much for squeezing us into your tight schedule. It's been a pleasure, and we're waiting for something. I believe there is an album coming up, right?
100%. 100%.
Perfect, perfect. So we're waiting for you. The moment the album is out, we'll be waiting for it, and we'll be playing it on STV. Thank you so much.
Playing this song,
Perfect, perfect. Thanks. Peace and love, fam. Peace and love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, that was the man himself, Check, and we were talking about his music career, his latest single, History, with Fibo DML, which is out right now, and he requested for To Be Honest with Pink Sweat and Kelani. Kakana, okay? I did breathing exercises, okay? I was a professional swimmer.
What happened?
I tore my ligament.
Anyway, guys, this is
Today is the perfect time to introduce you to this gorgeous, talented, beautiful
But she
lady.
knows how to dance as well. Phew, she's good.
I mean, I don't think she saw us see her, but we saw your moves.
We saw your moves. Anyway, let's have Jen right now on air. Hello, Jen. How are you doing? Perfect. That's perfect.
Sorry, we can't hear you quite well.
We can't hear you. Is it maybe?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. We can hear you now.
Great.
Wow.
How are you?
You have some crazy moves. We kept seeing you, you know. You were doing some crazy moves.
Yeah, it's in the blood.
That's
Just like Shakira said, hips don't lie.
Oh, yeah, hips don't lie. But we didn't see the hips, though. We were just seeing.
No, it was not a hip kind of song, you know. It's more of a loving song, not like a trying to seduce you song.
Oh, seduce you song.
I mean, you're the one who sang it, so please tell us, who are you trying to seduce?
Yes.
I wasn't really trying to seduce anyone. It's a real story. I was in some sort of thing with somebody.
Yeah.
But it wasn't supposed to be serious. And then I started to catch feelings, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, that song was just like, oh, I know we could be perfect together, but don't make me fall in love, because you never know. You know, when women fall in love, there's always wahala.
Wahala.
All right.
Always.
If someone is to look at your entire catalog, most of the songs revolve around love or the feeling of being in love. Would you count yourself as a lover girl, as in someone who's just in love with the idea of being in love?
I'm definitely a lover girl, but I'm a hard guy too. You know, it's not easy to get me in love.
Oh.
But yeah, definitely,
You're hard one.
I'm a hard guy.
So how does one fall in love with you? I'm just trying to make a note here in case I come to Nigeria soon.
Yeah.
I think with anyone, it's time. If you spend enough time with someone and you really connect with them, chances are you will fall in love with them. You just need to spend enough time. It might take 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, but if you dedicate that time with someone, you know, everyone is beautiful in their own way, and you start to see the beauty in them and probably connect to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just spend enough time with me.
So bro, that means when you go in Nigeria and spend enough time with her, you'd have a thing.
I mean, I have like 6 months left to this year. I can spend them in Nigeria if I want.
Anyways, Chuks, I've been going through your Twitter, and there is something about you.
Stalker.
You're like, no, I'm not a stalker. No, I wasn't stalking.
Stalk me, you're alive.
But it's no problem though. This boy be wahala. Anyway, yeah. So, I want to know what motivates, what drives your lyrics. Like, if someone sits down and listens to your music line by line, there is something about it. What drives you? Is it something like poetry, or this is you speaking about your history?
I used to write poetry, and I'm a bit of a philosopher.
Oh.
I came from a very religious home. My dad was a pastor. My mom was a prophet.
Wow.
So I've always been around that. But I kind of like broke out of that whole religion mindset, and I started like studying other things. So yeah, I'm a bit of a philosopher. And I like to teach, wisdom. I like to think that I have a lot of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that also drives my writing. I don't want the music to just be music. I want it to touch you. So even if it's a love song, it's a message to someone. You know how music is a subjective experience. You could be in love at that moment and hear a song that I've written and connect to it. So if you listen to a song like my last project called Time, that song is like a really descriptive, I would like to say it's a well-written song, because anyone that listens to it, if you are going through what I was going through that time, you would probably even like shed a tear or two.
True.
So I like to say I'm a writer. I've always been. I'm a published writer too.
So what drove you out of that? You say that your parents are so
very religious. Yeah. What drove you out, and what was their reaction to it?
Say I was driven out. I would just say people are different. So that's my parents' interpretation of God and the way they relate to Him. I just grew, and I think like for instance, I don't think they had enough access to the information that I have now. Just with the internet and everything else, my parents didn't really, were not so internet savvy compared to me now. So I won't really say I went out. I'm just, what's the word? I have more information than they did. So my interpretation is just this. So I would like to think that I believe in God for sure.
Okay.
Yes, I'm still in that spiritual route, but not just in the way that they do. At some point, my father disowned me at some point for just not doing things his way. But we're cool now. So, old people will be old people.
I understand. So, when we look at your catalog, the first official song you released was in 2018. Mm-hmm. It was a single called Single. Like single naming 101, single. You were just like, you know what? I'm tired of naming. Let's just say I'm single.
Yeah,
you're just out there.
She was literally emphasizing the whole thing.
I was very, yes, very, very. Yeah, I was knocking at someone's door. I'm single though. I'm ready for it.
Let me see your fingers. Let me see your fingers.
There's nothing here.
Oh yeah.
Yet.
Okay. That's yet. You say
you dead to Nigeria.
He hasn't. Oh, I haven't either. So when I go, she will have one. Okay, you can take the other hand. I will take this.
It doesn't always have to before you get to the ring part. There's a process before it. The studying. The courting.
By the way, she said she's hard. So.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, marriage is a lifetime commitment. Nobody wants to just do it.
Yeah. True.
Okay. Let's talk about Aphrodite for a moment, which was your first official album, which dropped just the year that you debuted. Aphrodite came out and it was sweeping everywhere. Tell us a bit more about this album.
I wanted to show versatility.
Yeah.
Because out here, there's a lot of competition, and I know people say don't look at music as competition, but the fact is there is competition. You just can't put out music that's up to par, especially out here in Nigeria. The music scene is crazy. So that project was to sort of show my versatility. And Aphrodite is the god of love and sex, and I like to think that if I was version of a Greek version in the world right now, I would be Aphrodite, because I'm all about love, I'm all about sex, and how it connects together. And it's really how, at the end of the day, they say that creative energy starts from sex.
Yeah.
I hope children are not going to listen to this.
Oh, we go ahead.
Don't worry, it's questions for their parents, not us.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So yes, that's really where Aphrodite came from. Just me interpreting love and sex through music, and in different ways, and also individuality and power as a woman. So that's where you should listen to the song. The songs are amazing.
Oh, well, if it has love and sex.
So you talked about Aphrodite, as in it's someone you would wish to be, but there's a lot of Greek goddesses out there who are slaying it. Dionysus, Hera. Mm-hmm. Why not choose any of them? Why specifically Aphrodite?
I would say I just connect to her the most.
Yeah.
I'll connect to her. Yes. And like I said, it's love and sex. I've not really studied the other ones to say why, because like you said, there are different kinds. But on reading, this was the one I connected to the most. Aphrodite was the one I connected.
She was also one of the most jealous because I believe she's the one who cast Medusa because a man was hitting on her in her temple. So, so is that a character of yours that you also have? You're very possessive of what's yours.
Well, I'm an Aries, and if you know about anything about the zodiac sign, we're very independent, strong women. I wouldn't put myself in a position where I would have to, be fighting over a man. If you listen to one of my songs called "Road Girl Thing," I don't need no Casanova. I don't need you, literally.
Yeah.
I don't need you. But if I want you, I'll try to get you. At the end of the day, and if you're out there looking for other women, chances are my grip was not that strong on you, which is not possible, by the way.
But the way you're talking seems like you've had a long love experience, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Because at some point in my life, I used to be in hospitality industry. So I managed a couple really good bars and restaurants. And let us say in that period of my life, I got to meet a lot of people. And in that business, you literally have to connect with people. So how you don't have to experience something to yourself to learn from it. That's my story.
All right.
I'm probably the best person to give you advice because I don't want to be in that position. So I'm always asking, So
true.
I wouldn't say I have that much experience, but in the little that I've had, I think I've been pretty successful and I've been impactful in people's lives. Even if you didn't get to marriage or anything like that, I'm sure I added value to everyone I was involved with.
Yeah, true. You're literally portraying a good image for your fans and people who look up to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe you've been listening to Ugandan music, or you have listened to like
an idea about it.
Yeah. Or you've had an idea about Ugandan music. So who is that specific? What do you think? Let me not ask that first. What do you think about the Ugandan music industry? What do you think about it? How is it?
I would say, honestly, out here, we're very, very. You know how Nigerians are always comparing themselves to everybody. How they're always doing that stuff, So, I would say that it's amazing. I like the work I see there.
This is you being honest.
Yes, I'm usually honest.
Okay.
So I would like to see more. I would like to see more because I wouldn't say that I know any Ugandan, but if I'm on the channel and this is someone, I'll go with it. But I don't think I know anyone that has really made an impact, so far. But I'm open to it. I love music.
Party after party.
Yeah, you people partied on that song.
Oh well.
You see, we got you. We got you.
See, I'm the worst person to because I'm not. If you also listen to my music, you tell that I'm not really a party.
Club person. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's the kind of thing that I love that music. If I go to the club, I'll bump into it, but it's not really on my playlist.
Yeah.
It's not something that I'll sit at home and just listen to on my own, So it was a dope song. I mean, come on. It's a dope song.
All right, so you term yourself as an R&B singer. Do you owe that to your religious roots? Maybe you sang in a choir when you were younger.
Yeah, in Daddy's church.
Yes, I was in every choir, but the funny thing is I couldn't sing on my own when I was younger. I don't have a very, very loud voice. So when I'm singing, the mic would have to be loud. I would be shaking. I had like serious stage fright alone. But I used to sing a lot. I'm very good at making harmonies and singing in groups. But eventually I started. I didn't even start music until maybe 5 years ago. And it literally just came. It was a spiritual experience on its own, as a matter of fact. It was a spiritual experience on its own. It started from a dream. I had a dream, and I woke up and I said, "Mom, I want to make music."
And
You know,
were your
and
parents
it's
supportive of that idea?
Were they supportive of whatever you did?
I've always been the black sheep of the family. So, and the thing is, even like this spiritual experience I just said, my mom was also involved. I had just like had a prayer with my mom, and she had this like, because my mom, like I said, my mom is a prophet, so she had this vision that kind of like took the vision reminded me of something that happened to me when I was young. You know, and I said, once she said that, the first thing that came to my mind was, I want to do music. And then she said, God has saved you. God has opened your eyes. If this is what you want to do, I support you. So she didn't normally, they're always arguing with me over everything, but that was the first time I didn't get any argument. She just totally keyed into it, and that was it.
We should look out for, as you know, because it's been a month since Spread Love came out.
Yes. I'm gonna drop an EP soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop. It was actually going to be sooner because I have a feature with Black Bones on it.
Okay.
So I'm giving that time since he's dropping his project. I don't want to. I need to let the limelight shine.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, coming soon, and it's I hope to talk to you guys soon about that too. Because it's an amazing body of work. I hope that people will start to take me seriously after that.
Yeah, they are already doing it. I was looking at your Twitter, and man, it's crazy. I don't know what more you want from there. Anyway, so before, as we wind up the show, as as the whole story was, you're more into love and all that. So we have a weird question we want to ask you. You're taken out on a date. What would be those questions that would really piss you off? That a guy would ask you that would really piss you off on your first date? You don't know him, he doesn't know you, but voila, there you go. He had to ask them.
I don't want to sound petty, but it's not questions, because I allow people ask stupid questions. Maybe he was drunk, maybe he's nervous.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I allow that. It is, for instance, if you make me pay the bill the first time.
You're a strong, independent woman.
Yeah,
you're
you
a
can
strong,
pay
independent
for
woman.
You make me feel like that first, but I didn't ask to come out. You wanted to see me. It's a date, you know.
Maybe so I'm trying to test you. Maybe I'm trying to test you and see if you have my back.
No.
Or maybe I just want a sugar mommy.
Like
no!
If I offered to pay, fine, that's a different thing. I could be account of one bad girl and offer to pay, but no, this is the first day.
Yeah.
You are trying to woo me. You now want me to go and pay. How far?
Have you been in that scenario before?
No, never.
But I believe you have a friend who has been in the same scenario, right? Yes. Oh my goodness, it must have been an ugly one. Anyway, Chuks, it has been a pleasure having you on the show. You have a really big fan base in Uganda. You should try to, drop in a bit and maybe see what we can do. But thank you so much for squeezing us in your little time that you have. I don't know, do you have is Fino around you? Because you people are under Penthouse.
No, he's not around me right now.
You're with him right now?
He's not.
No.
Okay. Yeah, last time he was in the studio. Anyway, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
You said, which song do you want to listen to?
Right now?
Right now?
Let's play Lit. If you
Lit.
have that.
Lit.
Yes.
All right, we shall play Legend. Thank you very much for being on the show. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Peace and love.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jane Chuks for you, straight from Nigeria, and she just released her new single, Spread Love, last month, which is out on all platforms. And of course, she requested Lit right here on STV.
Halit or
L-I-T. It's her first EP which was released last year.
That's all I wanted from. Anyway, people, right about now, let's go pay up some bills, and when we get back, we're getting back with all the craziness.